Check. 1 2 1 2. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for coming on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Your most precious asset is your time, and it's 2022. You've given me an entire year of your life. I hope you're doing well. Shout out to everyone here on the live, kicking it with the Crypto Lifer. We're going to have an amazing live stream tonight. We're going to have so much fun. We're going to break it down. We're going to talk about Bitcoin. We're going to talk about Phantom. Banging on her. My baby. My number one. Doing damage. We're going to talk about it all tonight. We're going to break it down. New, old, young. We're going to do what we do. 2022, baby, as we start the live stream. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for being here. And you know what? We're going to lose some of the weak ones. The weak ones fell off today. I'll tell you that right now. We chopped a lot of people out the Patreon. People just quit, you know. They leave the Patreon. Hey, the people who quit, I guarantee this one fact. Highly likely the people that stay end up wealthier than the people that leave the Patreon. I'm just saying. Why? Because I remember when I was trying to find my way in crypto and I needed a mentor. To do it alone was ridiculous. And I lost so much money trying to find my way alone. Pointless. Bad news. You know, you learn a lot doing stuff on your own. Don't get me wrong. Like, I picked up some things that I never would have figured out had I not get my teeth kicked in. But I didn't have to get my teeth kicked in so bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't have to be that bad. It just didn't. Phantom at 252. And let's take a look at my first chart of the night. And you know it's going to be Phantom, baby. And we talked about this happening. We talked about this falling wedge. We went over this many, many times. So a trading view here acting a little slow. What are you doing, Trading View? What are you doing over here, Trading View? Acting funky. What, 2022 got you in a bit of a mood? This is kind of weird, right? It's like, did they start doing some weird, It's like they started a new ad campaign 2022. You see, it's having issues with the, we'll see. It's kind of weird, honestly. All right. Trading View down for the day? Is that what's going on here? I'm going to go to another Trading View site. What are you doing to me, Trading View? We got a show to do here over here. Weird. I got full internet. It seems to be the site itself. Real time still moving here. Just the right side of the screen doesn't want to load. Always something. I'll tell you what, man. Always something when you're dealing with tech. All right. There it comes. All right, so here's what we gave you here. You know, I was forming this when we were right around here. We did bounce low for the bounce off the 200-day moving average. And that's where, you know, I'm not a genie. I'm not perfect. I'll get you mostly there, though. And then you can figure it out on your way. But that was what we had here, see? And a break to the upside. How do you figure out where you're going to go? You take the measured move. I take this wick. Because the algorithms will go all the way to that wick. See that wick right there? Make sure you're detailed. That's why I'm here. All right? And that is going to be the measured move, 263. You know, at 267, possibly if we can get another push-up. But there you go. I mean, you know, and I go for 70% of the move, and we hit 260. So, like, you don't got to be greedy. And then you can see the 1 hour's over. It's bought now. And what's going to happen? The same thing that happens every other time. And I talked about this earlier today. Like, Phantom was probably going to have a little bit of a pullback and eventually flag out. Have to touch the 21. It got a little extra pump, but eventually that pullback's coming here on the 1 hour. So we're going to be watching that very, very closely as well, right? So that has to come down now. Look for the flag. This is how we play it. If the flag continues itself and you get down here, it's highly likely you get a push. That's why I put an alert system down here. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Every single day on the live. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for coming on in. It's Saturday night. I go live every Saturday night at 8 p.m. If you didn't know, 8:30, but we limp in between 8:50 and 8:30. It's Saturday night. It's the one night where we have fun. We're a little freer. But, you know, there's a lot to talk about tonight. And we went through a yearly candle close for Bitcoin. Absolute insanity. A monthly candle close for Bitcoin. So we're going to take a look at that monthly close. We're going to take a look at a bunch of different things here for Bitcoin to get us up to speed. I just wanted to go over Phantom doing absolutely beautiful things. We started buying Phantom at 18 cents here on this channel, 20 cents on this channel. And we've been holding it strong for 6 months, and I'll hold this thing for a year, and I will teach you how to 50x. Do you want to learn how to 100x? I myself personally on this live stream in 1 year, in the last year, actually I started in, we'll say a year and a half now, because a year from this time period, because it started in 2020, October of 2020, right? And now we're in October and November of 2021, right? But in that cycle, from there till, you could say till like February or June even, I did 44x on Cake, over 100x on Cardano, okay? Over 100x on SafeMoon, okay? Like 20x on Pulse Doge. Well, this is going to go on. 25x on EGLD. Did I do Phantom? I don't even think I said Phantom yet. Like 20-something x on Phantom at the 18 cents, because at 180 we were at 10x. Now, right now it's like a 16x, right? I'm not done. I know there's so many more. Aave, I did a 5x, 7x on Atom, about a 9x. I got into DOT at $4, Polkadot at 378. No, Link, I got in at 370 and went to 50. Did about a 12x on Link. And there's just more. Like there's more I haven't even mentioned, but like that's like the main winners. And then there's a lot. So 2021, unreal, hands down. And so if you can only imagine what 2022 is going to bring, either it's going to be the accumulation of the lows and we're going to buy things that are going to explode in 2024 and make a killing, or we're going to make a killing in 2022. Regardless, we are going to make a killing, which is pretty cool. Once you've been in this market long enough, it's pretty spot on that you're going to make it. If you have the patience and the time, most people don't, and they're in and out, you're going to be standing there. And I'm just saying, and I accumulate as much BTC as I can. I'm a Bitcoin maxi. I keep 50% of my portfolio in Bitcoin. You could do whatever makes you happy. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I do and say here is financial advice. Please get yourself a financial advisor and do your own due diligence before getting into any project, coin, or trade. Drop it. Oh, this dollar's totally. And shout out to everyone here on the live. Thanks for smushing that like button. Let's Evan go, Lifer. Shout out to Manny. I was there. You gave me a good call in the past, Lifer. Take a look at IOST and ARPA about to pop. I'll be here for many more. Hey, brother, how's UBX looking? We'll take a look at UBX. I definitely don't, but I should take notes. My internet is working wonky today, too. Maybe it's global. Tinfoil hat. Shout out to Gina Bobina for the awesome personal New Year's message. It broke my heart. Thank you so much. From the bottom of my heart to you. That was so nice that you did that for me and all the lifers. Much appreciated. Also, shout out to the Dingo. Shout out to Stack. Shout out to all my mods showing up every single time. Shout out to Jason Little throwing down the $4.99 super chat. So did anyone get it on MetaPets when I called it out at 9 million market cap? It's a $100 million market cap now. Yes, we talked about MetaPets many times for months. Ooh, Lifer. What about AVAX? MetaPets, 9 million to 100 million, and the game hasn't come out. There he is, right? I talked about Harmony 1 doing damage. What about AVAX? You're my financial advisor, whether you like it or not. Shout out to Dennis Delacquis. No, I am not. Can we have a look at SFM, a poo coin? This is the V2 contract of SafeMoon and updated contract. Yeah, it's been pumping to the moon. HNY Livers. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for coming on in. And remember, don't be shy to send in a super chat. Helps the channel, helps me stay here, helps me keep kicking it for a living. We got to jump into Bitcoin, though, for a second. MetaPets banging on them, though. You know, just the name of it. I was like, Pets, MetaPet. I just like this channel, and I said many times that once it was introduced to me that it was just, it's certain things to me aren't that difficult to do. I just kind of look at it and I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. I'd rock with that, I mean, I do my research. I'm not saying it's just, but you know, eventually you gotta rock. You gotta rock with it. Stronger. Feel strong and going strong. Stronger. Feel something going strong. Stronger. Feel something going strong. Stronger. I want to bump that. I want to bump that a little louder. Like, I kind of need to bump that. Hold up. I love that. I even brought this all the way. It's the first day of 2022, everybody. Woo! 72 degrees and sunny Sarasota, Florida. Today was a beautiful day in Sarasota, Florida. My God, you Floridians have a wonderful life here. I spent 2 weeks here. 2 weeks, 13 days. 1 day shy of 2 weeks. Tomorrow will be my 12th day. And I absolutely loved every day that I was here. I love you all, and I thank you all so much for jumping on in here with me every single day. I can't believe it. 252 for Phantom. Doing a nice little sideways action here for a flag. We're going to watch that flag, but I believe Phantom could pump to the upside. Where does Phantom go if it can break here? You're talking almost a $3 Phantom at this point. I mean, I can round up with my head and just see, I think we're talking $3. $297, $299. Yeah, it's a $298. That's a three bean Phantom right there. Back to that $3. Phantom wants to get it. Can it make the move? 4 hours says nay, 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 nay. 4 hours says it's time to take a little bit off the top. That's going to be your secondary high here, like the last 4 hour high. Came down for some more, though, but eventually would have to retrace to a 618. And I'll pull that fib there. But Phantom went on a tear here. And honestly, I'll show you something else that's funny, is this is a leg. This is a leg right here. Who's feeling that music? Put a 1 in the comment section if you're feeling the music, if you're feeling the vibe, if you're ready for an amazing 2022. Let me know. Where are you at, lifers? Where are the lifers at? What, did we fall off because we got in the last 2 weeks of December? What happened to the lifers? What happened to the gang? Man, I'm telling you, whoever stuck with me, you know what it is? Perseverance is hard, and not everyone's going to stick through it. Only a minority of people are going to stick through it. My channel is about people who are really going to become wealthy. And so, hey, you think the whole world's going to become wealthy? No. Only a small percentage of us are. So there you have it. Yeah, where are my peoples, man? Put a 1 if you're going to have an amazing 2022. Put a 333 if you're still kicking it with me. It's 2022. Like, come on now. Like, this is it. This is it. Oh my God, it's 2022. There's nothing left, man. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Where my lifers at? Let's go. These lame channels out here. Let's go. I'm ready for the MetaMask class. People got to be ready to get that education. Same thing for all you do. Whoever's making your recent video thumbs is doing an excellent job. The high resolution images really pop out. Thank you to Light in the Dark. You know what I did is I went to a professional photographer. My wife set it up for me, and she got professional pictures done for me. Unbelievable pictures, top notch, high end, and bam. And that's why we have it like that now. Shout out to XRP Muser in the spot, my dude, my man. You gotta come through when I come home, man. I need some love. I need someone that, like, just, I need to get back in that action, man. Shout out to Phoenix Soul. Shout out to all my lifers, man. Shout out to Higher Frequency, High Vibes, and a happy new year. Shout out to the 99 from High Frequency, 999, my man, for the triple nines. My New Year's resolution is to keep subscribing. You're the man, dude. 333, love you, lifer. Shout out to Patrick Pakierkowski. Shout out to my man PP in the house. Double P double. We'll call you P double for now. It's a lot easier. That good Florida breeze got that energy and the blood flowing. Yes, it does, baby. Yes, it does. In December, too. Thanks for all you do. No, we got to talk about something today. Today's a crazy... Today is an insane day for me. Very special day. Very special day for the lifer. Let's get into some of the super chats. I'll give a little and take a little. Give a little, take a little. I'd love to just go over the day with y'all, but we got 'ems. Man. I just want to make you man. All my cryptos, all the Bitcoin, I want to make you man. Let's take a look at SFM, which is Safe Moon V2. We'll take a look if we can find that V2 contract, if it's going to come up or not. Easy or not. But this thing should be mooning. If we see a moon, then we know it's the right chart, because this thing was mooning as posted by my dude. Yeah, there it is. Safe Moon V2 mooning from its first position here. And this is similar to, you know what did this Radix? Remember Eradix? I was like, watch Eradix, and it was just like sitting in this like, and then blast it off. That's insane. Of course it's extended, right? And again, look, you can make this fast. MACD, quick. Right? RSI, fast. Stochastics, RSI. Actually, I can even go back to RSI, and Stochastics RSI comes up. 2 killed. There you go. So extended is all bejesus. Let's go to the 15-minute and see what we're doing here. We're flagging out, though. Look at that. You got to go to smaller time frames, see what's going on when you really to find out what's going down. And you got to go a little bit into the past. So what you had was this, okay? You made this pennant here. I mean, to the last pennant, you got a long wave there. Wave 1, 2, and 3. Says you got some legs to go before you hit the target. Of course, it hit 333.318. It didn't it? 33.18. Of course, on the 33, though. Of course. Of course, every time. So possibly going to that 0.033. I mean, that would be insane, right? But Safe Moon V2 is what I'm hearing this is, if I'm on the right coin. And let's go to, and we looked at MetaPets. Let's look at CATGIRL, which I remember you guys were telling me about. That was hot like a month ago. All the cat coins were hot. Kate.io was pumping. CATGIRL, all these coins were doing damage. You gotta admit that's hot. That's a good track. Possible inverted head and shoulder here forming. Okay, so that's also kind of doing its thing, right? That was a hot little mix. We might just run that back. Just these 5. These were hot. These were hot. They really were. CATGIRL. Bit of an inverted head and shoulder forming here. Look, shoulder, head, and shoulder. A little bit of an inverted head and shoulder beginning to form here for CATGIRL. Okay. Now, today was a wild day for me, honestly. Like, it's going to sound crazy when I tell you what happened, but, like, and it's going to be like, it's going to sound like I'm somewhat full of myself, but at the same time, it's just my reality. It's just a reality of life. It was a crazy day. And honestly, I think I met a friend for life today, like, another friend for life. Like, I mean, the lifers, the people I meet through this channel, unbelievable people. Unbelievable people, like, seriously, like, and I'm meeting people in real life. So look, shoulder, head, and a shoulder here. Same, never better same. So we could see this break on out here, and we could see this hit this resistance point, and this one here as well, okay? Shoulder, head, and shoulder. Breaking to the upside, that is something that is very possible. Also, it's forming the bowl and beginning to bowl on out. Backtest these theories. Learn what a rounded bottom is. Rounded bottoms can pay those bills. Shout out to CBC. Love you, man. So look at this. Look at this. This is also, if you want to get real crazy with it, we can shrink her down to the 4 hour. Well, this thing is trying to bottom out. Trying to show some signs of life. And a giant falling wedge here. You could say it kind of like, that is really your angle right there. Possible double bottom here, forming our way. This could be a bottom for this coin. But again, high risk, high reward in these little coins. Be careful playing with the cat. All right? Just be careful playing with the cat. And bam, bam, bam. 2 super chats coming at me back to back. Shout out to Crypto Greg for the 1777. Hey, Sam and Lifers, happy 2022. Look at near and targets. Thank you. We'll look at the nearest target for near. No pun intended. Sorry, I had to do it. I'll check out the nearest target for that near coin. I kill myself. Sam, thanks for all you do. Whoever's making your thumbs, thank you so much. It's the whole team effort. We're killing it. But shout out to Saad. Appreciate you, Saad, for everything you do. Making the thumbs, man. And he makes them whenever I need them. I just have to give him a phone call. He could be sleeping in the middle of the night. Dude wakes up. He's in Pakistan. We're 9-hour difference. He does it no matter what. I'm telling you right now. I hit him up at 7:20. He was like, yo, I need to get that thumb for the stream. He said, let's do it. Then like a ball, I was like, yo, we need to change. Like, you didn't even know. I can be picky. I want words certain ways. You can only imagine working with the lifer, but I want it right. And we got it right. We nailed it. We kept it moving. So, hat on, look at it. But my hair is turning blonde out here. Look at this. My hair gets blonde out in the sun. And I don't dye it or anything. It just gets bright. I turn into a Cali boy. I turn into a Florida boy. I get one burn. That's how I do my skin. I don't burn as bad as most white people. I actually can tan. I can tan pretty well at one point. But I'd get one pretty good. First I usually get one nice burn. Then I start going through the motions. I don't use suntan lotion because I believe it's cancerous. So I don't use suntan lotion. People say, but you get cancer. That's all a lie. Suntan lotion is cancerous, has nanoparticles in it. I don't use it. I stopped using suntan lotion 7 years ago, 5 years ago, around that period. I use a water shirt. I get in the sun. You're in the sun for a while. And then I put on a water shirt, which has SPF 50, and I wear the water shirt for most of the day. I get wet, and then I sit there. Also, on an 80, 90-degree day, the water shirt keeps you way cooler. I'm just saying, like, you are like, you could be 100 degrees. You have a water shirt on, you jump in, like, when the wind blows and the shirt's, I then take a big hat, and I keep the hat around me, covering my face. I get like a big hat, and then I go underneath I always have an umbrella, So suntan lotion will just kill you. I don't do it. Again, do whatever makes you happy. I'm not a doctor, right? Look at this. Suntan lotion saves people from skin cancer. See, he believes the myths. This man believes the myths, man, It's all damn aluminum in that ish. See? It's tiny nanoparticles get into your blood. Anyway, you guys aren't here to talk about suntan lotion. Let's talk about near protocol, and let's look at the nearest targets for near, shall we? And we got Bitcoin we got to jump into. Near doing damage, inverted head and shoulder on the 4 hour. Hold on, let's clean this up. Number one, we talked about near breaking out when it was down here, okay, at 1075. So we already, if you're in the Patreon, we talked about near down at 1070, and you're up at 15, already up 50% on near protocol, right? Let's take a look at what we see here on the 4 hour now, right? Near's getting stronger and stronger over here. Stronger. Feel something going stronger. I don't know if I'm going to have that stamina when I get back to cold Boston. I'm going to have to bring that Florida energy all the way back to the east, the northeast, the beast of the northeast, the cold tundra. I'm telling you, man, Boston's like Canada. Freaking crazy how cold it gets up there. So we got the shoulder. It's going to be 16 degrees one of the nights when I get home. The night I get home, I believe it's going to hit 16 degrees. Let's see here. 17 degrees the night I get home. 17 degrees. I'm going to leave in 72 degrees right now. I'm going to be going home 17 degrees. Here's the weather in Boston for the next few days. "17 degrees Monday night, 15 degrees Tuesday night, 19 degrees on Friday, Sunday night 19 degrees, Monday night a low of 17 degrees." Oh my God, it's almost like wrong of me to come out here and do this and then go back there and do that. I should just stay out here, man, until March, man. If my daughter didn't have to go to school, I don't think I would go back, man. I really wouldn't. I'd find some lodgings out here, and I would just stay out here. Wear the same pants every day, same shirt, just kick it. That's an inverted head and shoulder. I've also learned that inverted head and shoulders tend to be ascending triangles. I learned this back in the day, and I'm like, oh, they double up. I'm like, oh yeah. I'm like, obviously. Now, number one, we're going to hit the bigger target that we haven't even hit yet. Short-term target of 20. For near protocol. And that would be 100% gains from when the lifers started getting in right here. Double bottoming, tight move. We talk about moving averages getting tight. Look at the 4 hour, tight moving averages. Look, they got far apart. That's when we went sideways. They're going to come and get tight again, and that's going to be our next explosive move. Stochastics looking nice as well. The Stochastics RSI, my third oscillator here on the bottom, pointing to the upside. Signs of momentum on the 4 hour. So then you're like, all right, but then you can't jump in if the 1 hour's high. It's going to hurt you. And I've been teaching my students this, and this is what I found out to be true. So, we have one or two scenarios to occur. This curves up, and it does break this previous resistance and that trend line. And then when the 1 hour comes back down, we do a beautiful retest, and we're gone. And the retest would be a beautiful buy. So I'm positioning the idea that a retest for this move. And I've seen this play out many, many times before based on the movement of this pattern and where the stochastics are. Literally, that entire kind of nuance of occurrence here in behavior of oscillation to price. And I've seen that many times. So, not guaranteeing it, but I've seen it. Also, the inverted head and shoulder is a 68% chance you're breaking up. And, you got that 50-50 shot on the ascending triangle. So, you're leaning more towards a bullish scenario than a bearish scenario here for near protocol. Also, it's been leading the market. When the market's been looking bearish, it's been doing its thing regardless. So I like what I'm seeing for near. Definitely put it on your radar. Shout out to Crypto Greg for the 1777 and breaking it down. Again, we were getting into near around 1075. And then even this flag we pointed out here, near was flagging at 1112. Okay, near protocol. NFTs, DeFi, you name it, near. It's a big deal. It's a force to be reckoned with. You might want to get near to near. 23 from 15. On its way. So you got two targets for near. You got 23 and 20 here. Near protocol. All right. And it was overbought here on the 1 hour. Wants to come on down. Back to the oversold region. Okay. Bam. So I don't touch it till it does that. How do I do that? I set an alert system. You may miss it. It's not perfect, but 9 out of 10 times it works pretty well for me. So I'll be watching near protocol, and I'll explain more to the patrons of what I'm doing and, of what I'm seeing in the technical analysis. And we'll use that as a teaching tool. And that's why my group is an amazing place to get educated. Jump on into the Patreon. We just opened up today, the first. Best time to join the Patreon. If you pay for 3 months, it's $270 in cryptocurrency. If you pay for 6 months, we will take $500 in cryptocurrency. If you pay for a year, $1,000 in cryptocurrency. So jump on in to the Patreon. We'll blow your mind with the knowledge. 5 different trading groups inside of the Telegram that you get access to, as well as basically 24 access to me. You can ask me questions anytime, whatever you need. Just don't be crazy. Like someone today leaves me a message. Hi, talked to you before. Whenever you get this, just please get back to me. Really needed to go over something. Want to know? And I'm like, dude, like what? Like you gotta explain. Hey, man, I want to go over something. I tried my fibs last night. Like, if you're a student of the game and you really want a teacher and a mentor, I'm here for you. If you want to get serious, I'm here to get serious with you. All right, I'm ready to keep it moving at the speed of light. So if you want to jump on in, jump on in. Today's a great day. It's the first. Today's the best day to jump on into the Patreon. So if you've been thinking about it, you've been on the sidelines, it's 2022, baby. We still here. We're not going anywhere. We just blasted through a year of cryptocurrency. I showed you how many X's I did. How many X's am I going to do this year? You think a guy like me is just going to sit back and take it easy and just maybe make some wins, maybe make some gains? What do you think's going to happen? You've already seen the track record. Why don't you jump onto the Patreon, become a lifer, and go and make it real for yourself. Forget about me. Make it real for yourself. Go all the way for yourself. Don't play games with your life. You only get one, baby. Make it last, man. Make it the best you've ever had. Seriously, make it the best life you've ever lived. Right now, I'm living my best life. You can bet that. You can bet your bottom dollar I'm living my best life, man. I saw Larry on the beach today, and Larry looked like he was living his best life, and I bet he saw me living my best life, and me and Larry, we're doing them. I don't even like using that term because it's too overplayed, my best life and all that nonsense. But I'm telling you, I'm working, and as I sat there, my wife was like, I sat there today, and my wife was like, you worked so hard this year. So I was like, man, I got to get home, and like, we've had a good time. I was like, it's time to get back into the back into the hardcore groove. Let's get back into my home studio with my 5 screens and just grinding, ready to go, you know? So we're looking at Near Protocol. And I'm going to give a certain note to the patrons that you're not going to see here. Because it's for them. Because they love me and they support me, and I give them every single drop of my energy. Because I love and support them too for doing what they do to want to change. I love anyone that wants to change their life. I'm inspired that anyone wants to make a move. And I know when you join my group, then you're inspired to make a move. You're ready to do something different with your life. Because I did something different with my life. The waitress was at the place talking to me today. I was like, yo, you know, jump on in. You know what I'm saying? Show her the way. Like, I was like, I will teach you how to change your life. Polka City beta test on Twitch. Polka City first beta test. Crypto for Land on Twitch. This is amazing. Polka City doing damage. So Polka City, you know I'm very, very bullish on Polka City. You know I'm very bullish on CWAR. You know I'm very bullish on a lot of these metaverse coins into 2022. Remember, they just came out. People didn't even really know about it. Whatever we grabbed on the low, we'd be very lucky to have. So, what is going on here? Oh, this is amazing. So he's in Polka City right now. Awesome. Hearing him breathe a lot. Pretty funny. Look at the detail on the hair, though. Polka City looks pretty real.
See, Mr. Coles, yeah, all you guys. I know everybody in here had to have prank call at least one person back on these phone booths.
That's funny. But that's pretty cool, man. Polka City making a big move right there. And that's interesting. That's very interesting to me and mines. Do we kick it with the reggae tonight? I was going to go reggae until I left Sarasota. I figured it was just kind of cool to do. New Year was kind of like, I don't know, change it up. I think it puts us all in a good mood for the night. It gets things going. It feels like summertime to me out here. So, and we're going to have to deal with the elephant in the room in a second. Mr. Bitcoin. But Near Protocol. Let's not waste any time on what's hot and what's not, right? So I got a story to tell. I can't wait to tell it with a video to back it up and all that. DEXT, USDT, and ALEPH. Yo, ALEPH has been hot. Shout out to the train, ALEPH, from Manny for the £2. Thank you, Manny. -5 degrees here. Burr, love learning. Ooh, you in South Dakota. Wow. Hey, Lifer Ball is looking good. You got us beat in Boston with that. Dang. 4 hours hot. Hey, Lifer Ball is looking good. 4 hours hot, but would be interested in hearing what you think. Happy New Year, man. Chill out. Thank you, brother. Shout out to Chill Out. Nah, I'm from Texas. Oh, that cool stuff. Snow is cool for vacation. Living and working in it. Yeah, it ain't the deal. Yeah. Do we have a Meta Lifer Lounge yet? No, we gotta make one though. Yo, Lifer, check out the band Fortunate Youth. Yo, I love Fortunate Youth. One of my favorite groups in the world. Of course, you know I know Fortunate Youth. Don't play me. Burn one down. Burn one down. We gonna burn one down. Oh, man. I love Fortunate Youth, man. Burn one. It's my favorite track. Burn one. We gonna break till it's done and get done. He's the man. VUR.I.ver.FUR. Yes, I do love Winter Thought, but as you know, this is one of the lands of the free. It is, right? I Smokey with Fortunate Youth. They smoke my so dope, man. Fortunate Youth is amazing, man. Shout out to Cal the Ronster, man. Going shopping now on electric scooter headphones. Lifer full blast. Headphone on. That's amazing. We should ignore Bitcoin for one day so she can see how it feels. I know, right? He's got a psychedelic anonymous NFT. Dirty Heads is dope too. Let's take a look at MSPACE. What is that? MetaSpace? Did he say MSPACE or was it MSPACE? Hold on. I read it quick. MSPACE, yeah. MSPACE on CoinMarketCap. MetaSpace at 10 cents, down 18 cents today. $5 million market cap, low cap gem, baby. Binance Smart Chain. Let's take a look at what it's talking about here. And here we go with the low cap gems. We always kind of getting it in and out. The future of gaming is here. We combine blockchain and gaming to create a fun, rewarding game experience in the form of a decentralized application. Buy now. Why MetaSpace? Anti-whale, marketing, gaming. MetaSpace, deflationary. It's got the tax, the buyback, the marketing, the development. Once it has the tax, and it to me, it's like SafeMoon reimagined. You know, like we could all make one of these pretty easily. I mean, it's not that easy, but it's like it's not a new concept, is what I'm saying. It's just kind of, you know, hey, it doesn't mean you can't make a buck off a low cap gem. All right, let's take a look at the contract here. Remember, I got the contract from. Remember, see what I did here? I copied the contract here and pasted it in. Just for the newcomer watching here, we pasted it in here to PooCoin. What are you doing? But everyone's seeing this. And you're my baby. Give me a hug and a kiss. Get over here. Get over here. Give me a hug and a kiss. Get over here. I love you so much. You're the best guy in the world. I love you so much. Have a great night, my sweet pea. I had a really fun day with you. Love you. I love you. Love you. Love you more. Love you more. Love you way more. Love you more than a gazillion billion stars in the sky. She's so funny, man. I'm a little kid with my kids, man. They make me young, man. I'll never grow up with my kids. I love my kids. So here we go. I mean, this could break out. Do some serious damage to the upside here. 2022 is going to be an amazing year. You know, I started 2022 just doing what, you know, with just completely different than we're going to go now. You know, it just completely different, honestly. Crazy, it makes me do this every time. This is so annoying, though. I'll be honest. Like, it's kind of not cool. Like, PooCoin. Like, I hit save. It doesn't seem to matter. I mean, this thing's dumb early right now. Like, you're very early on this thing. Had its initial pump. Wow, you're very early on this. So I'm buying and selling going on. 65. There's a big sell there. 3.4 BNB, but it's a lot of buys there. 1,000, 2 BNB. Not a lot of action on this coin though. Interesting. Looks like it could have legs. I mean, high risk, high reward. Could dump to zero, could pump up hard. You never know. You got to do your due diligence. Who came up with it? They don't give you a lot to go on. You know what I'm saying? It's high risk, high reward on on a coin like this, but you never know. Next week, we could see this thing pumping up to the upside. Would I jump on in it? Personally, something's calling my name that it may do some damage. You know, I would take a nibble at something like this, like $100, $200, $300, something. You know, again, I'm not a financial advisor. That's what I would personally do. You do whatever makes you happy. Again, you know, I don't know. Everyone has a different place in life. We don't know where people are. That's why I'm not a financial advisor. I do my own stuff, you know. But in my trading group, we won't trade for you. We won't tell you what to do with your money, and we won't look at your portfolio. Just to make it really clear, if you join my trading group, then what do we do for you, right? We teach you technical analysis. We teach you how to find the trades that are the most profitable. Like this near trade is more highly probable to break out due to the shapes that it's making, due to what the oscillators are telling us. Then we can set alerts and use different systems in place to find out where we want to trade, how we want to trade, and what we want to trade. And basically, that's how it works. We teach you how to fish, basically. Instead of taking you out fishing and charting you out and just handing you fish, which would be cool, right? We teach you how to fish. So you can go and take your buddies out fishing on your own, right? Funny, we've been talking about Rarible for a while here, and it's on my radar as it's consolidating very nicely on the daily time frame. Look at this. And I see this thing getting up to an all-time high, or even here, 291. It has a wick to some crazy number. Like, I don't even know how that's possible, but yeah, I mean, that would be 1,200% for Rarible. And if NFTs blow up and get big, Rarible will continue to grow. So just something on my radar is Rarible. KP3R. Talking about this a lot too. Look at this. We drew a fib. As you become a trader and you begin to learn about Fibonacci, you'll find that the 88.6 retracement is generally the bottom of a lot of coins. And so like that would tend to be the bottom here at 500. And look, this already 100%ed back to 1300. KP3R. And look how crazy this is. But you can always find the answers in the charts. You're about to get goosebumps. Shoulder, head, shoulder, right? Make your neckline. Oh, come on. I hit the down button with my thumb. Make your neckline. Get it as clean as you can get it. Take your measured move from the neck to the head. I mean, hello. Inverted headed shoulder, break to the upside on the daily time frame. See that? Use this to your advantage. Go look for this again somewhere else. That's the idea. Pattern recognition, pattern playing. We talk about rounded bottoms paying the bills, right? Is that not a rounded bottom? Or are we all blind, right? We talk about cup and handles. Look at this. That's a cup. Isn't that not a handle? Okay. We can go further with this. There's more. We're not done yet. You think we're done? This is a, you could even say it was in this. Look at that, getting tight. So, however you want to look at this, it broke trend, it got tight moving averages. Go back to the 4 hour, are you getting tight? Look at this. Look at the moving averages getting all together here, right? Now we're getting a golden cross, the 21 crossing the 50. KP3R pumping to the upside. So, this is why this has been on my radar to swing trade back and forth. And just kind of using it as a teaching tool here. Unreal, right? How you saw that occur and break to the upside. So you want to be able to identify all these different things and use them to your advantage. Someone ever tells you that patterns don't play out, then just direct them to me and I'll hammer this into their head until they realize it does, right? Otherwise they'll just see otherwise they'll tell you I'm a complete anomaly and I'm just a lucky guy or something. Like they'll try to find some other reason or why I'm able to make these trades. Not the cup and not because they call me Sammy Cup and Handle. You know, people would try to fight all that. Engine coin on my radar. Okay. Forming a bit of a cup and handle here. Remember that. However, getting overbought on that 4 hour. Definitely needs to come on down. Take a look at it on the daily time frame to see where you're at. It is about to do some damage. Look at that daily cross, and it's getting up there. So engine coin. About to break out on the daily time frame. Use smaller time frames to get tighter with it. If you don't know what I'm saying, join my beginner's course to get started. Okay, jump into the Patreon. Use my what's called the learning library, a place where you can keep bouncing your new ideas off everyone else. Where you can. So what you're supposed to do really is join the beginner's course. $100 gets you into the game. A lot of people have $100 to invest in anything to get you started. It's $100. I'm telling you right now. And eventually we're going to do courses and other stuff. $100 to get into the beginner's course every Tuesday from 3 to 5. Once you get into that course, you realize that you get your bearings, you understand TradingView. I give you homework. You do that homework for a month or two. If you join my group, you do the homework, you jump into the trading learning library. You begin to look at the trades I'm posting, look at what you're doing, you get into the groove. After a month or two, you should be very ready to go to begin to fish for yourself and begin to learn this stuff and to really begin to build. And I give you these tools, I have it planned, and I've watched people go through this process already. And we have testimonials, video testimonials, written testimonials, and people have amazing things to say. So I'm just breaking it down, showing you what's going down here. So engine coin, it does have some support and resistance. That would be the target at an even 4 on the daily time frame. And it highly likely looks like it's coming. I wouldn't be surprised if it got to 5. This is engine coin on the daily time frame with the stochastics RSI pushing up. MACD showing signs of a flip, meaning look, it was going to turn, but now it does not want to turn. A bullish flip. Okay. It's a good sign. Things that I've seen before. Remember that 4 hours looming. But engine looks amazing on the daily time frame. This is a known front runner in the metaverse space. You can smelt things and move them from game to game. This is a big boy. This is a big boy. And look at this. Look at this. If that wasn't enough, if that didn't sell the story, if you weren't convinced, look at this cup and handle. Look at that. And that thing could do some serious damage, all right? You're talking a measured move up somewhere into the $7.64 region for engine. A triple up from here. Engine coin. I'm not playing, but I'm saying, engine coin. So just some things to think about. Engine coin, bigger cup. Okay, so today, let's take a look at BTC. Let me jump into the chat again. DEXT and ALEPH. Let's take a look at ALEPH. What makes ALEPH so special? I found ALEPH like about a year ago, looked at it. It was hot. I actually like it. I never really hated on it. Haven't spent a lot of time on it, but I liked what I saw. Let's see. ALEPH.im. All right. Up 36% today and booming to the upside. All right. You can also get ALEPH, right, at FTX, KuCoin, Gate.io, Uniswap, and Radium. Radium on that Solana network connection, Solana connection to a good thing. Market cap 118 million, right? Fully diluted 322. Not too far apart. Not, could be closer. Max supply 500 million. That's a very small max supply for cryptocurrencies. I'll tell you that. It's on the Ethereum chain. It's on the Binance Smart Chain. It's on Solana. It's on XDAI. It's on Avalanche. Some of the most chains I've ever seen. That's a big deal for me. That means it's going to do well. That means it's cross-chain, and anything cross-chain is going to do well. It has this many addresses, means it has that much more liquidity available to it. That many more people with that many different wallets can access this coin and get their hands on it. You can easily open up a Solana wallet, a Phantom wallet, PHANTOM. You can then buy Solana on Coinbase. You could then send Solana to your Phantom wallet, and you could buy this coin easily on Radium. If you have no idea what I just said, you should jump into the MetaMask course. It's every Friday from 1 to 3, where I teach you DeFi and what's going on with decentralized finance, how to use it to your advantage, how to stake, how to turn LP tokens, how to do so many different things with decentralized finance. So keep that on the radar. I want you guys to understand that is hot as well, right? So ALEPH, let's take a look at ALEPH website. Let's see how good they do at marketing. Just when you come up to the website, what are they saying? Who are they going after? Are they going after the hardcore crypto guy? Are they trying to explain what they are? Cloud computing for DeFi and Web3 simplified. All of your blockchain-enabled app to securely access trust-off-chain data or computation within a couple lines of code. Blockchain agnostic, lightning fast, low cost, and trustless. Get started. It's pretty hot, right? Multi-chain, look. You got block agnostic, you got Binance Smart Chain, Cosmos, Avalanche, Polkadot, Ethereum, Polygon, Solana, ALEPH.im. Cross-chain compatibility, built-in cross-chain compatibility. I mean, that's hot, and it has some of the hottest chains too right now. So build dApps without centralized components, data storage and business logistic runs on our unstoppable decentralized network instead of centralized service such as AWS or Google Cloud. This is the first generation of fully decentralized apps. It's pretty cool. It has tons of use cases. It can do a lot of things. Jarvis is pretty big. Serum is huge. Orion is big. Reef, right? Okay. Phantasm chain. And we can look at Sol Phantasma. That might actually pump this a little bit as ALEPH is moving. We'll take a look at Phantasma, and that's how you kind of look at the breadcrumbs. We'll look at Orion. That was actually moving today too, Orion Protocol. So this is hot, and it's up 35% today. Let's take a look at it on the charts. ALEPH. Thank you so much to the fellow lifers, always keeping us involved in what's cracking. I can't be everywhere at once, but eventually I can see what's going down. So here we are talking about ALEPH right here. Let's take a look. And look, it looks like no stop loss got hit in the making of that trade. And you would have hit 80, 70. Look at that. I give trades like this all the time. So I want to see a 4 candle close above this line. And look, once we got it right there, open the trade and boom. I'm just pointing out another trade that did not, it got very close to the stoppage, but never got stopped out. It's crazy. I move this thing around. Got very close to that stop line. That was the stop line right there. It got very close, but it did not get stopped out. Interesting. So we've been talking about ALEPH. We've been going over it. Let's do a deeper dive. It's continuously to go. It's been going up continuously. Number one. I mean, there's a cup and handle booming. There's another cup and handle. And look, this is a giant cup and handle. That's why they call me Sammy Cup and Handy, because if you're going to come to the channel, you're going to see a cup and handle. Pretty simple. Samuel Cup and Handle. However you want to call me. Crazy too. I'm going to show you something. I'm going to teach you what the drunken inverted head and shoulder is. I'll teach you so much in one stream, your mind will blow. In 1 hour, you're like, damn. But that's a drunken inverted head and shoulder, and it broke to the upside. The measured move was the length of the pole from the neckline to the head. Put it right here to where it would break out of the shoulder. And, I mean, you're on your way. I mean, you're probably going to hit it, maybe get rejected up here. So ALEPH breaking out. That's also the cup. That's the handle. Right? That's the handle right there. Cup and handle for ALEPH. And then they're a bigger target. So you just got to be able to. The problem with the cup and handle is a lot of people just don't have patience for it. For instance, now that daily's getting hot. So now you got to make some type of flag here and then interact with the 21-day moving average. Daily could come on down. That's when I would think of taking another nibble, right? You could scalp the 4 hour or the 1 hour if you saw it fit. Like right now, the 1 hour could break out of this tiny little wedge, right? Like it is. See this? Got close enough to the 21. And it has a little bit of a move, but if you trade this on the 1 hour, you stick to the 1 hour. A lot of people say, what time frame do you use? I mean, whatever time frame you want, and if you're on that time frame, stick to it. Boom, then you put an alert up here, you get out when the alert hits. Teaching you so much, you probably have no idea what I'm talking about, but eventually you'll understand, you'll pick up what I'm putting down. Okay? It's about measured moves, it's about, right? But there's ALEPH in a nutshell. Thank you so much for putting that on the radar. Remember though, that daily is high. In the back of your mind, know that these are scalps because the daily is overextended. All right? And it's pumped very nice in the last 2 days, 3 days. It's had a really nice run. Even in the last week, really, 2 weeks. Ever since it started its run, really down here off the bottom at 37. This thing's up 100%. It's been moving. Behind the scenes in the last week, so coins have been doubling up while we've been in a quote-unquote bear market. Been pretty strange, right? So we're seeing some movement. UOS was on my radar. I really liked it. About to pop, do damage. Look at it. Don't forget it. It's got a funky inverted head and shoulder. The last few have done damage, right? That daily looks ready to go. What happens is people sleep on stuff like this, or they get discouraged by the Bitcoin moves and they miss out. But Sammy Cup and Head, he won't let you miss out. I'm just too obsessed, too into my craft, too deep involved in what I'm doing. And I got it planned and packed, ready to rock. Shout out to all the awesome lifers out there kicking it. Shout out to KuCoin doing damage. And there's UOS on KuCoin. All right. I'm liking what I'm seeing there on the daily time frame. Okay. FET fell out. Let's take a look here. But FET's been on my radar, cup and handling here. You can't say it ain't. Look at that. And we build here, and we build a lot, and we build fast. And we don't take any prisoners, and we don't take any names. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for coming on in and kicking it with the Crypto Lifer. This might come up and get rejected by $1, but you might get a 50-cent pump to $1. I mean, this could do some damage here on that daily time frame. Go to a smaller. So there we go. Same as this 4 hour. I don't see we're going to get much more here. I'll put an alert here. When that 4 hour comes down, then I tussle with this puppy. Doc's on my radar too as well. A lot on the radar. Let's take a look at BTC and let's jump back into the chat. Heavy work. Let's take a look at DEXT USDT. DEXT. Is that DEXT tools only on Polonia next? Yeah, kind of did a bearish retest of that bottom zone. Made a bit of a bear flag here and fell out of it. Double bottoming now. What, 003? How is it up 99? Or did it actually pump a tiny bit on this daily? Or we're looking at the daily. I don't know if this is like a legit chart. It's not looking too cool, you know? But that's smart. I mean, the DEXT Tools coin, it's a good idea, in my humble opinion. 41 cents, $42 million market cap. That can't even be right, is it? No, that's not right. Thank God. And we'll just have to look at it on DEXT Tools, really nowhere else to look at it. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for coming on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support here on a beautiful Saturday night. Yes, I love winter. This is one of the lands of the free. Hey, first off, Happy New Year to you and your family from Hollywood Superfly. Secondly, I usually come on red days to show some love, but this chart looks too good. Daily, THG, USDT. SFM, THG, USDT, CKB, and Magic Craft. We'll take a look at CKB. We'll take a look at Magic Craft. And we'll take a look at THG, USDT. Shout out to Hollywood Superfly up in the game with the Canadian 10 beans. Thank you so much for the Superfly train. You're the man, dude. Much appreciated. And shout out to the Tokyo Sex Whale coming through with the $5 super chat in 2022. Tokyo Sex Whale, CKB Daily, please. Anytime, my man. Anytime. Yeah, engine's going to pull back, and that's going to be the one, man. Happy New Year to you, lifer, and the whole crypto boys and girls here. Shout out to Phil Stone. Shout out to Bobby Franklin. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you. You think they would just have their coin right here? Well, they got a nice USDT chart though. NYX. I'm about to flip over to, funny, I'll go somewhere else to see the DEXT chart better than their own. Okay, cool. So it shows wrapped ETH, but it's showing us the US pair, you know. Okay. So, I mean, it's bottoming for sure, right? It came out and people sold it off. I mean, I'll actually go to like the 12-hour. Just run it back. Just running it back today. I'm mailing in the music today a little bit. Sorry about that. But, you know, we got a lot to go over. We do. We really do. In all honesty. Like... So that's that, right? It's also, to me, resembling a bit of a cup and handle here. Is it not? Or is that just my... Bit of a cup and handle here too, forming. 131. Interesting. $1.31 for DEX, if it can get legs out of this. How can it not go up? If you think about it, everybody uses DEX tools. I'm on it almost every single day. They get a lot of publicity. I mean, it's got to do well if you think about it, right? Like, just logically, if I had to logically pick on it, it would do well, right? Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Now I'll take a look at CKB and Magic Craft, and then it's Bitcoin. And we usually look at Bitcoin, but you know, it's Saturday night. Remember that. That's what we try to have fun. All right. All right, so CKB, right off the bat, I see a couple things that I like. This is a bit of a shoulder, a giant head, and a right shoulder. I've seen that play out many times as a giant shoulder, head, and shoulder. I have seen this play out. As crazy as you think I am. So look at this. Inverted head and shoulder here for CKB. Shout out to 178 watchers. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. And shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you so much for the super chats. Thank you so much for the love. Each and every one of you coming on into the live every single day. So there's a shoulder, head, and a shoulder here, possibly forming. He even called us somewhat of a complex inverted head and shoulder. So that's interesting. I like what I'm seeing there, CKB. So you could see that break on out. All right, so put that in your pipe and look over that. That's a bigger, that's on a bigger time frame too. Like that holds true on a daily. Okay. So you got that going. All right. Watch this. On the daily time frame. All right. On the daily, you got a few things interesting. You came down to the newly created 200-day moving average, which is a meeting place, right? Number 2, you got a cup and handle, right? I'm on fire tonight just so I can feel it. Like, no, some days, I mean, my TA is solid, but just like any performer, any person, like Tom Brady couldn't score a point the other night. It's a bit absurd, right? I mean, he's one of the greatest of all time. He could not score a point. Like, not even a point. Like, not even a field goal. Like, really? You know? Hey, it happens to the best of them. Like, nobody's 100% every day. Some days I'm way tighter than normal. Some days I know I end the stream and I'm like, man, I could have been better. You know? It's rare. I'll be honest, it's rare. I usually am on point. Or it's just like, it's great, but it's good, but it could be amazing, right? So anyway, CKB, let's take a look at it here. Showing signs of life, but doesn't mean it can't come down a little more. All right, we could open this up a little bit here. And I could even drag this down slightly. And I could see CKB coming down a little bit, down to test 1.7. But overall, it's bullish on the bigger time frame. It's showing signs of life, right? 3-day chart wants to fly. 3-day chart. Last time the 3-day was low down here, pop. Right? And about to get a pop here, and there was a pop there too. So the 3-day showing signs of life for CKB as well. Measured move puts CKB at about 5, almost 6 cents. I don't like the smaller time frame indications right now, though. They're indecisive. For anything, they're bearish, but the charts are suggesting bullishness. So, like, the patterns are kind of fighting the stochastics. So I'm trying to see, like, who wants to win this battle here, right? We are bottoming out pretty much on bigger time frames. So let's see this 1 hour come on down. Another thing I saw at the very beginning was this flag here. If we just zoom into the smaller idea, you can see there's a bit of a flag and possible retest of that flag. We can even just try to put it in the flag. But to me, it kind of leaves that channel. That's too tight of a nice angle. And then that gives me this flag, which is actually very bullish. So there you have it. Now we're kind of seeing the story. And this is the smallest. See, I just gave you like so many trades in one. I showed you the biggest 3-day. Like, you could zoom you back out. I'll blow your mind. And you'll be like, all right. So I show you the big trade. Then I'll zoom in and give you the little. Like, you won't see this in any other channel. Like, you really won't. It's not like this. Like, they won't give it to you like this. And look, this is a cup and handle too. How many cup and handles have I drawn since we've been on the live today? Like 10, 12? It's the first day of 2022. Come on now. How are we not going to become successful if we know how to find where the money's flowing, baby? I'm telling you. Shout out to everyone that jumped out of the Patreon. Worst move you ever made. Shout out to everyone that's still with the Patreon. Best movie ever made. And I appreciate each and every one of you for jumping on in. Thank you for being here. So there's CKB. Pretty thorough analysis tonight, right? And back to MCRT here, into Magic Craft. There's also been a lot of ask quickly, and then we're going to get into Bitcoin, and we got to get into it. I know nobody wants to see the dump that's about to happen tonight on the 4-hour. So Magic Craft finally took a hit. I love seeing that's it on Phantom and on Binance Smart Chain, though. Love seeing that. Every time I see that, I get a little giddy inside, like a little giddy. I get a little happy. So we thought it might pump. Look, it extended its wedge. And remember, Bitcoin can upset a lot of this stuff. Getting oversold though. Showing signs of life for a bounce, possible. Microcap coins though, high risk, high reward. Believe me, it doesn't take a lot of people to start selling to sell these things right off, right? And here we couldn't even pull a fib now. So you can move the labels to the right side. And so look, right now we're coming into the 618 and we're in the golden pocket right there. Isn't that crazy? So we're in the golden pocket. This would tell you we would get a bounce here. You know, lowest we could go is to the 786 or the 886, maybe like right in there, but you wouldn't really want to break the 786 in my humble opinion. Even the 706 would be nice to hold personally. Like that would be far more bullish, but we are kind of we are hitting a previous point here. I would be in and out of this, like in and out, and move on with it again. But again, everyone has their own ideas with what they're doing. And again, someone might hold this long-term, make a killing. That's why I'm not a financial advisor, right? I'm simply just a technical analyst who goes over the TA every single day. Let's get into brass tacks. Let's jump into the chat. SFM, DEXT, CKB, and M. Okay, so we hit them all there. First off, Happy New Year. Oh, we got to go over. Wait. Yeah, hold on. Happy New Year. THG USD. On CoinEx, Theta Arena. Yeah, Theta Arena has been on my radar since the beginning when it first came out. All right. It's got that Theta name in it. The Theta coin is hot. I luckily didn't chase. I thought it was going to be hot, and I did not chase. Thank God. The heavens. It did a 5x. Came all the way back down to the beginning, back at 5 beans again. Trying to get a little bit of a bounce. Hard to get a call on this, honestly. Ugly chart. Very ugly chart. All you can say is this is something you either have to research and believe in and be willing to hold it long term. I wouldn't do like the TA on this is sketchy at best at the moment. Let's show you why. It's all about the support and resistance, right? You know that's how I begin my trading day, my trading style. If you don't know SR flips and support and resistance, then you won't be able to trade. You got to know your SR flips. You got to know your fibs. You got to know it all. And it takes some time to get jiggy with it. But once you got it, you never lose it. Just like riding a bike, baby. So, I want to see this get above this resistance here. And it get above, like, this resistance here. And it get, of course, here. Like, if we get above 625 and then we can, like, shows signs of life, like, I'm okay with missing the $5 to $6 pump. Then I want the bump up here and then the come down, boom. And then, like, the retest areas. I want to see these supports retest. That's what I'm looking for. All right. So that's what we want. And that would be the plan. If it can do that, it can break back out. And it does have a measured move. But doesn't even make it back to that all-time high. Or it usually does and gets rejected. Usually it will hit this and get rejected. So until I start seeing signs of life here, I don't know. You know, there could be more downside. Okay. I don't like playing stuff like this. This isn't my quote-unquote sweet spot. You know? Okay. You have to really believe in this project and like it to start getting in and DCAing into here. And I don't know enough about it, and it's not on my love list, like of things I have to have. So I may let this ship sail, or I may wait once it gets one. But again, if I see it show signs of life and support, then I'll start looking at it differently. Okay. And CHR did some damage on the low. Chromia. And look at this kind of cup and handle action that it was in. And this is what I wanted to kind of keep reiterating here. I had it in this cup and handle flag here. See that? And boom. And the measured move was this. We talked about just taking this one here and being conservative, right? Remember that? Bam. CHR, cup and handles, up 26%. And like, you keep creating these same channels over and over again, you're going to see that how they break out. Look, 21-day, 200-day moving average moving through the pattern. Tight moving averages. Look, the moving averages all got close together. I teach this over and over again, over and over and over again, till I'm blue in the face, man. What's good, big dog? FLA, Brevard County, Vieira, Rockland, Cocoa Beach, Melbourne, etc. in the house. Space Coast, Kemsheed 20X, you the man. Shout out to D Kennedy. Shout out, sorry I never made it out to Cocoa Beach, man. I would have loved to kick it with you. I realized, man, we have a lot of lifers out here. If we had like a centralized like lifer meetup, there'd be like 10 or 12 of us, man. Like Florida's strong with the lifers, man. I'm telling you. And there are lifers from all around the country that move to Florida too. They're not just lifer people, so we went over SMG, Safe Moon V2, TG, USD we hit, Magic Craft we hit. Let's take a look at Shiba. Most of Alex, in my opinion. I'm holding ORE strong. I'm going to hold ORE for a long time. Little Schmitty. Bullish Little Schmitty. Happy New Year, lifer. Please stay on MetaHash, MCH. Ian Molina is a 100X advisor. May you and your family have continued prosperity and blessings. Thank you. UBX Daily for Tokyo Sex Whale for the second time. Florida, density of traders. Smart people there. Yep, lifer meetup. I'm Florida. Makes sense. That's crazy, man. I'm looking at NFT creating now as a family business potential for them and creating. They ain't into trading. Yeah, you never know. Could be a good idea. Let's take a look at MetaHash from Ian Molina, and thank you for putting that on the radar. Let's take a look at UBX. UBX on that daily time frame. Ubix on KuCoin. And Ubix would bottom out horribly. I mean, it's at the bottom of the barrel at this point. All right. To me, though, that's a bit of a triple bottom. Is it not? Look, 1, 2, 3. That's a triple bottom. And the last time we saw something like this, it blasted to the upside. So, again, 1, 2, 3. Pretty good curves. Almost looks like the actual indicator, right? Look, I did pretty good. I mean, this one was like pretty spot on. Anyway, enough about that. But so this is possibly, yeah, I mean, triple bottom. I mean, it's either at the bottom of its barrel forever or it's going to come back for signs of life. I mean, they want 100x this thing again, you know. You'd be surprised, though, if UX just hits this target. It's probably some pretty huge gains considering how small it is. Look at that. That's 400% if it can make it to 2-3. It's crazy, right? Triple bottom on the daily for Ubix. And we working tonight, baby. We working tonight. It's the first day of the year, and we working tonight. Can you feel it? Ah. I'm getting ready for the cold weather. You can tell I'm amping myself up for the cold weather. That's all I'm doing. I'm just getting ready to freeze my tuchus off. I cannot wait. Let's get into the elephant in the room. I haven't even worked hard enough yet. Bitcoin's about to kick the shit out of me. Now, let's take a look at Bitcoin here on Binance. Okay, so Bitcoin. What's going down for Bitcoin? Well, the daily wants to flip, but let's zoom in here. Could be kind of curving back down for a bearish cross back down. We could see a possible shoulder, nasty head, and I drew this like we could be coming back down. I want to reiterate that. It's possible. And we could be coming back down to here, to 42,000, 43K. All right. Why is that somewhat likely? Well, we slide over to the, number one, we look at this pattern. And you can see we went up, down, up, almost down. We bottomed out here. Bottom. We double bottomed here for sure. Like, look at that. Double bottomed. Lower low, lower low, lower low. First our higher low on the daily time frame. And the daily is low. Doesn't mean we can't see a dump though. I just want to put that out there. We then go to the 4 hour. You can see the 4 hour just wants to roll on us. And we barely got above a previous high when we pumped. Like, we should have rolled here and we dumped. We got to pump up. We did get this divergence here. And that was a low at 45 and we pumped up. So great. So here's the deal. This is what needs to happen then. For us to remain bullish, which isn't possible, the one good sign is we're touching the 21 already on the 4 hour. It's a good sign. We don't have to wait to go to it. We're not like up here and we have to come down to it. Right here we have to come down to it. Or here we have to come down to it. Right? Which happened. Or here we have to come to it. Or here we have to come to it. So now we're on it. We want this 4 hour to come on down. And I got my alert system here. And we want to stay on the flag. We don't want to dump. Right? We can stay on the flag. Then that daily can maybe, But if the 4 hour decides to dump hard. And I just have to reiterate the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. 1 dump, 2 dump, 3 dump, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. I mean, it dumps every time. It's high on that 4 hour. And we've double topped already and we're highly extended. So it's highly likely we dump down somewhere over here. I will be very surprised if I don't see Bitcoin at 44,000, 43,000 tomorrow morning. Or, sometime later on tomorrow. Again, I hope, I'm not guaranteeing this stuff, and I hope we don't. And right now, we're playing out these theories. So I'm teaching you that nobody knows what's going to happen. No trader knows what's going to happen. How am I so accurate then? How am I constantly calling these things and they're happening all the time? I have a system in place that I just play the probabilities, and the probabilities are like 60 to 70, sometimes 80%. So if you watch my channel, and 6 out of 10 trades are going to go well. 7 out of 10, this is it. It's the probability that I play with, and I'm consistent, so I'm going to get those probabilities. Pretty simple, really, when I think about it. And it wasn't always that simple to me, but now it is. And I'm just a math guy. I'm just playing the odds. That's all I'm doing. I figured out some good odds that go in my favor, and I play them over and over again, and I learned that they work. Most people can't see them, don't believe in them, and that's great for me, because if they don't think them and don't believe in them, then I can use them against those people. So there's the science. So here, if the 1 hour can get on down here, hit my alert system, and not dump again, same scenario, right? And stay in this flag, then we could pump on the 1 hour. Back to 49,600. So there's a chance we could dig ourselves out of this hole here. And we did, and there's divergence there, very strong on the 4 hour, which he usually does call a bottom. Okay? But we're at a crucial place here. We break down, we could go lower. So I'm giving you the bearish scenario, and I'm giving you how we would not get there if we would stay in these flags. So you project these flags on your own, set your own alert systems. I just gave you the keys to the city. You do whatever you got to do, and you'll know where BTC is going to go. So that's Bitcoin in a bit of a nutshell. Okay? And someone was nice enough to make that for me, Bitcoin in a nutshell. Because I say that all the time. Why? Because I'm very influenced by movies I saw in the 90s, and I was a huge fan. And I was a fan of Austin Powers, Yeah, so, you know, and so far we are holding 47K, which is actually pretty nice, you know. 3-day, curving back down, but look at this. Double bottom, curve back up, but usually it double bottoms again. That's almost a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder. It's a drunken inverted head and shoulder. You see that? The shoulder, the head, kind of makes the drunken inverted head and shoulder. Could Bitcoin making a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder here before it pumps on out? 3-day suggesting we've bottomed already. The 3-day says we've bottomed. So if you go on the 3-day, 3-day says, hey, the pain is over. It's only up from here. Maybe a little more sideways action and we're out. Again, nothing's guaranteed, but that's what the 3-day suggests. The last time we were low on the 3-day, we would get extended, and eventually pump out. Here we've been low for a while now. Low. We're getting extended on the low time, and the RSI is getting down here again too. Another thing that I keep talking about and talking to people and showing them is this. Even if is hidden bullish divergence. You get your swing up to swing up, even if it gets a lower to 43, even if we got to a low of like 41.5, right? Well, here we don't want to do that, but you know, we hold this level, but there it was, and then we get this low to low. That's hidden bullish divergence and tells me that the trend will continue to the upside. And I've traded this blindly many times, meaning like I put 100% of my faith in it and gone in with a large chunk and let it rip, and it's played out many times. I did it for Bitcoin here on the weekly. Well, we saw this. Look, you can almost see on the 3-day. You have swing up to swing up, but the 3-day was swinging to the downside. And told us that the trend would continue, and the RSI started to get low, and the stochastics were low. And the last time we saw this same behavior, right, which I could actually extend this over to here, this swing down while this swung up, and tells that the trend would continue to the upside. We should end up here somewhere in the $80,000 region for BTC. It's what should be. That's what should be occurring, humbly. All right. The scariest thing that we have been playing with, all right, is the 50-day moving average on the weekly time frame. We don't want to get below that on we really don't want candles closing below that. Like in a bull run, in Bitcoin's life in a bull run, you can see the 50-day here, and I get another chart, but we were above it. Once we got below it, that was bearish times. Once we got above it, okay, we got below it again, bearish times. In a bull run, the weekly candles do not close below the 50-week moving average. Got close here, we had 2, but didn't happen. Here we got close to. Here we're kind of dabbling with these areas. And we closed below it right here. I mean, we may on this daily. In 21 hours, this candle needs to close above it. This green candle did close above it, finally. Because that means it went up and we closed up here. So we got above it. This candle also needs to close above. We start closing below this 50-week moving average. It's a bearish sign for me as well. So we're still in the precipice. Like, I don't want to say we're guaranteed bottomed yet. I will say that I bought this area as if we had bottomed. I DCA'd into Bitcoin. 500 here, 1,000 here, 2,000 here, over and over again. So I did it here and I did it here too. And I continue to use the down times to accumulate Bitcoin. All right. There's Bitcoin in a bit of a nutshell. All right. I just gave you the keys to the city. You can figure out exactly what you want to do with it. I gave you the information, solid information on the charts that you could take home to the bank. Well, look at this, Bitcoin dominance. We're talking about this on the weekly, wants to pump to the upside. You know, we juxtapose that with US Tether dominance, which wants to dump on the weekly, and that shows that Bitcoin wants to fly and really does want to pump up pretty hard. And this is an inverted head and shoulder. So that's showing signs that Bitcoin in the next 2 months from now, like by basically late February into March, we should be recovering into the 60K region. I don't think we see 60K in January. I honestly don't. Just because of what I'm seeing here in the charts. But I do think we see 60K somewhere by late to mid-February, and I do think we see 70 to 75K into March and April. I think it takes well into June or July to get anywhere near into the 90s, and I think it takes to next year to get into the $130,000, $125,000 region into December, right? Or everyone will wonder whether they need to take profits again, and we'll be at the same place in time, right? Shout out to each and every one of you for being here on the live. I can't believe we get to do a live stream every day together. It's awesome. I'm looking for a nice dump, fake out for entry, and then let the spring back keep going. Man, it's a good idea. I'm boarding Trent's train. Did he lick the yearly candle? Calderoncer. I used to trade like that. Breaks 50 and usually goes to the 200. Playing between the two averages. Perfect day to join the Patreon. First day of the month. First day of 2022. 24/7 kindness, love, and support to become successful in 2022. Patreon is an amazing 24/7 resource. Exclusive lifer charts. Beginner TA learning library. Traders from around the world. VIP charts and ideas. Join the Patreon. You can pay with crypto for your Patreon by emailing cryptolifers@gmail. Check out Lifer testimonials and you'll know you're in the right place. And we'll take a look at ICE. What is ICE? Did you have a watch at ICE token yet? DeFi play, cross-chain pools and stuff. We'll go live soon. Thanks in advance. Shout out to Felix Rothschild for the £10. Appreciate you for putting ICE on the radar. ICE. And no, we're not talking about immigration. And let's take a look at MetaHash. MCH from Little Schmitty. MetaHash. We had to do Bitcoin, Little Schmitty. I'm sorry about that. Had to jump into Bitcoin. MHC with my dyslexia. MetaHash. Okay, $24 million market cap. Metahash.org. Where can you get this thing? KuCoin, baby. Okay. New coin on KuCoin. On my radar. Small market cap. Metahash.org. Let's take a look at MetaHash. Something to do with hashtags, I'm guessing, right? Or fast validation of under 3 seconds performance. 290 days since truest decentralization. Download Metagate. Anyone can add nodes to the MetaHash network. Secure, protected by multi-proof of stake consensus algorithm. Is a Swiss registered company. Here's what you need to know about MetaHash. Understanding forging. Multi-proof of stake consensus explained. And path to complete decentralization. Is a next generation network based on the blockchain 4.0 technology for shared digital assets and a platform for creating and managing decentralized apps. I love that. Blockchain 4.0. They just decentralized apps and services in real time. They just love it, right? Adding in those keywords, those key, what do they call, cell phrases. Trace chain, fast and secure blockchain 4.0. Interesting. And we keep eating through that mix. We'll go to the next one now, right? Can't bore you too much with that. One Love mix here. MetaHash. And let's take a look at it over at KuCoin. I like what I'm seeing here so far. Unprecedented speed and decentralization of trace chain network. I'm going to say Ian isn't an idiot. And it's, Ian does a lot of work. I do a lot of work. Sometimes I just, I bet on a guy like Ian. Ian's an advisor to this project. I believe it could do well. I don't think he would jump on a bunch of trash. So I think it's interesting. And I like it. Look at this. Up to 3 seconds transaction approval time. Transaction per second. 50,000 to millions. Levels of decentralization high, right? So way, interesting. Gleb Nikotic, tech lead and co-founder, right? He looks, I see his face somewhere else. Weird, but head of AI, big data, and real-time services. Razum AI capable of handling millions of requests in real time, combining neural networks, calculators with other machine learning algorithms. Ian Bellina, 100x advisors. Okay. But that could just mean someone they put out there to push the project, really. Like, he talked about it on his channel. He's a 100x advisor because he went over it on his channel. Like, I kind of think that's the role they're playing there. But again, it went up pretty hard, right? 7 to 8. That's pretty nice. 1/7 of its own, Let's take a look at here in KuCoin. And I love me a new coin on KuCoin, though. Another new baby. Ooh, and it's done some damage already. Came out on, not that new. It's been out for a while on KuCoin, since March. It's been out a long time, MetaHash. So it recently had a pump to 5 cents, only to crash back to less than a penny. This is what you're seeing now, the tightness on the weekly chart. If you can have the patience to play this weekly chart, there could be some gains ahead. Oh boy. 7xing has a nice ring to it, don't it? Doesn't 7xing have a nice ring to it? Interesting. Let's look at the total market cap hugging 22222. And look, on 2022, 2222. And this is funny. Earlier today, I also did something really weird. I was looking at Phantom, and I said, listen, I got into Phantom at 18 cents. I believe it can go to 22 in 2022, right? So I was like 22, and look how weird this was. So I was like, okay, so I said, if it goes to 2022 and we got it at 18 cents, I said, what kind of X is that? And look, it was 122.2222. I swear to gosh, look at that. So I was like, in 2022, I said Phantom will go to 2020. I said Phantom will go to 22. I said, if we got it at 18 cents, let's find out what X that was. It's 122.222222, repeating. How weird is that? I thought that was strange. And then the market cap sitting at 2222 in 2022. Seems like the 2 has already taken over. Hey, I don't know what it is with these numbers, the way I play with them and the way they work out like this, but it's pretty funky. So look, a lot of money came into the altcoins, which also helped the total market cap. Remember that. That's also on the weekly, about to double bottom, but not much less. I mean, that's going to bottom here. And then I'm telling you right now, if you go by the bigger time frames and you don't get even stuck on the daily, the minutia of the 4-hour, all that, you look at the big boys, this weekly chart, I mean, this suggests we could get to $3.64 trillion. Again, we have to hold, but I mean, we're extended and we're pretty low here, and we're starting to show signs of a move back to the upside. That's a green weekly candle there. This candle needs to turn green. This weekly candle would love to turn green, but we're at the bottom of this triangle here. This is the total market cap for all of cryptocurrency. And today is Saturday night, right? So we don't need Dow futures. That won't be till tomorrow. The Dow's stuck, right? Dollar wants to dump on that weekly. Look at that. The dollar wants to dump so hard on the weekly. And yeah, we're going to go through some pain here, but I mean, eventually that's going to be so good for Bitcoin when that weekly dips. Look at the last time we had a really bad weekly dip here. It started around here. It was a massive dump. If that happens again, that's going to be the next leg for Bitcoin. I'm telling you right now. And that's going to happen like January, February, March, April. So are we going to have the same performance like we had last year? A lot of craziness happened January into February. It was insanity. It was insanity. January started and things just got out of control. So again, past performance isn't future guarantees, but you know. And we look at DEFIPERP, and to me, this is beautiful on the weekly. This is all of DeFi. Wants to fly and get all the way to 229. I mean, that's big. So DeFiPerp looks very, very healthy, right? And Bitcoin showing some signs of life here at 47,393. And there's another weekly chart here. And look, I showed this swing up to swing up and swing down to swing down, hidden bullish divergence. Oversold tells us the trend will continue to the upside. We have a higher high, a higher than this. I've seen it many times. We also pulled a fib from here. And we wicked right to the 706 and into, oh no, actually, yeah, like there's our wick right there. 706 golden pocket. Coincidence that we went to the 618 and the 6.65 golden pocket? I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? So that's the markets in a nutshell, right? Let me take a look at Propel on my radar too as well. First day of 2022, my friends. First day of 2022. Can you feel the love? Can you feel the light? Can you get into the vibes? Are you ready to take on 2022? Are you ready to go harder than you've ever been? You didn't have me in 2021 on the first day. A lot of you didn't because my group, no one knew me. I had like 900 subs at this time last year. Actually, they had blocked me for a fake violation for a week. And I was unable to actually stream right now. For the first week of 2021, I couldn't stream. They eventually took it away. It was erroneous. It was an erroneous strike they should never have given me, but they could never take those days away. So I had to stream on somewhere else. Like I was streaming somewhere else. Yeah, if I go to my old channel, my remote chief channel, which is crazy. So I wasn't even on my own channel at the same time last year. Like life is so much better than it ever could be, right? Like let's compare this year to last year. My goodness. But I was the remote chief before I was the Crypto Lifer. Cool channel. You can find out a lot more about me if you check out this channel. Learn about what I've been doing. But you could see here, 4 months ago we had a stream, 11 months ago, right? 1 year ago. And I believe, yeah. Let's see how the stream went. December 18th. I remember, let's see here. January 2nd. Look at this. This is how the streams used to be. Look how low budget I was, man. Look at this. Look at this. A year ago? I didn't even have the voice yet. I hadn't even made the voice yet. I had no idea who I was going to be. I had the same views that I got on the stream that I got live now. This is amazing. This is amazing. I actually never disclosed this, but let me show you how much. Never dis. And I hate to like single out Elliott Wave traders because I'm not doing that. What I'm more. So let's see if we're looking at any gems here. What was I looking at on last year? Like. Weird. How did someone? Here. I was like watching paint dry back then. We've been informed fully about DOT. Oh, we're looking at Polkadot here at $5. We're well invested in DOT. So my group is, I'm not going to say it's a DOT group, but you know what? We're very DOT influenced in the group, and we're very DOT, we have DOT dominance in the group. We were all about DOT at $4 back then. Like we were in DOT early. Look, we're trading Bitcoin up. Look at the wedge. This thing has gone absolutely beautiful. Look at this. Amazing. So remember, that was January 2nd. Bitcoin was pumping the second day of the year. Just something to think about. Like, where were we a year ago? And I streamed for 35 minutes. And if everything goes well and it double bottoms here and booms up, it's going to do just what Bitcoin did. We nailed it too. Look, sell off into some of these alts. Eventually, that's what we should see. We're also in the giant bull. Dude, that's exactly what happened. Freaking called it on January 2nd. Anyway, you can see how far the channel's come, and in 1 year, how far you can come. Just use me as an example of your life. Like anything is possible, my friends. Anything is possible. Never sell yourself short. Never believe you can't. Always believe you can. Never stop trying. Never stop believing in yourself. I'm telling you. You can keep pushing, and eventually you're going to win. But look, I had a stream on a different channel. You saw that? Because I was getting messed with. Anyway, and please subscribe to the channel if you can. I greatly appreciate it. It helps out me greatly, and I really appreciate it. Okay, so now let's just talk about what happened today. I'm on the beach. I'm chilling on the beach. No lie, chilling on the beach. True story today. Can you believe that? In December. And hold up, let's get this out here. This is crazy. This has bugged me out, right? True story too. Like you would think this was made up. You would think I would have to make this up, but this stuff happens to me all the time.
Well, you had amazing weather.
So I'm on Anna Marie Island Beach. and Larry Baldwin from the group walks by. This was unplanned, had no idea. Two lifers end up in Anna Maria Island, the most beautiful place in the world. Larry, man, thank you for all your contributions to the group since you joined. I really appreciate it.
I haven't shaved
Definitely seeing your nice,
weeks.
Good energy.
I found you on YouTube. Somehow you popped into my feed, and I'm like, this has got to be BS.
Yeah.
So I subscribed. I'm like, all right, well, this is where I need to be. It was meant to be. So I'm just walking down the beach. I told my wife, I'm like, that's one of my crypto mentors right there. I'm like, I gotta go say hi. So,
Yo, crazy. Crazy happenstance. Like, this was unplanned. Lifers hanging out. Like, this is crazy.
Nuts.
So cool.
That's nuts. Like, so this trip to Florida was a life. Like, think about it. Like, think about, man, just think about the journey. I start that YouTube channel a year ago. It becomes my life, right? It becomes everything to me. My trading group, and we all grow together, and it's nuts, right? Sorry, the music. Sorry about that. And now I meet people in real life, like through the channel. It's freaking amazing. It's really cool. And me and him talked all day. We had like a 2-3 hour conversation. Like, we kicked it. Then he was like, yo, me and my wife just had reservations at this beach, at this place right on the beach. It's right on the beach. Like, and I was like, what? Like, he's like, yeah, like, and so I put it in. Yo, Sarasota, man, so beautiful. But I was looking at some pictures. So I go to, and the sunset today. Like, this was the sunset today. Unbelievable. Like, I watched the sunset. I'll post it real quick to the group. Just because, I mean, I just want to share what a beautiful day it was. Like, it was unreal. Like, look at the sunset I watched today. It's like my fourth sunset that I sat and just watched the sunset. Like, just. So I met a YouTuber. I still can't believe this. This is so cool, man. He's a nice dude, man. Really nice guy. Like, really nice talking to him and getting to know him. And he shared things about his life. I shared things with my life. It was an amazing time. Like, amazing time. We talked about each other's kids. Got to know each other. The beach, the restaurant's like right there somewhere. Like, really on the water. Like, you can look out onto the water while you're sitting and eating. Insanity. Absolute insanity. It was an amazing day. I'm telling everybody, it was an amazing day to be alive. Like, you can't beat it. I'm super excited for 2022. Like, we're gonna, me and my team have so much planned, so much ready to rock, and we're blessed. We know we're blessed. We're ready to kick it. We're ready to kick it. Yeah, and then we watched the sunset after we had dinner. It was unreal, man. Unreal. Anyway, first time anyone ever recognized me while I was on the street, like, from my channel. Like, never happened to me before, right? So, the first day of 2022, I get recognized in public through the channel by coincidence. I mean, it's crazy, right? And my buddy's like, that's going to happen more and more. Like, get ready for that. Like, I mean, that just blew my mind of, like, what could happen in the weeks, in the years to come. So I'm excited. I'm inspired. I hope that inspires each and every one of you to either jump on in the Patreon with me. My life is infectious. Being a part of the Patreon means you're part of my life now. You become one of me. You ride with me. One of my buddies. One of my pals as we go through this journey, getting paid. Not working for anybody else. Not taking any... We don't have to listen, and no one's telling me where to be and what to do for the rest of my life. I'm telling you that right now. So shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for being here. Thank you for jumping on in. I'm jumping out for the night. We went over Bitcoin in depth, thorough. Showed you exactly how to track it, how to watch it, what time frames to look for, what support and resistance zones to look for. We went over the bigger time frames, the smaller time frames, total Bitcoin dominance. We went over multiple coins. Went over multiple things that I'm looking at Talked about what it would be like if you were in the Patreon. Gave you a bit of a feeling for that. Also, I mean, it was an amazing stream. It was an amazing stream. I'm watching VR very, very closely. All right. It's on my radar. All right. So I haven't nibbled yet. I'm just waiting for the proper retest. I'm waiting for the perfect signal in order to make a move. Right. And again, high risk, high reward on any coin like this. Right. But I'm waiting for that perfect signal for my, you know, maybe I just get 30 to 40%. It says 70. You don't have to be greedy. Just try to catch what you want. Now, the 1 hour is hot. I put an alert down here and I'll wait for that to come on down. I do not chase. I do not chase. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for coming on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. And I just seen some super chats come on in. UBX Daily. We took care of that. ICE token. Oh, we didn't look at that. We got to look at ICE token. All right. ICE. All right. All right. All right. More coming. More coming. Carmine for the $4.99. Thank you so much, Carmine. Wow, look at this. Far Out Aliens. I retired from Hex last year. Watched your content and streams, and thanks for the info. Just wanted to spread some crypto profit love. Look at this for the $55.55 from Far Out Alien. I retired from Hex. This dude retired from Hex, man. Yo, shout out to you for retiring. I wonder how, if you could tell us how old you are. I'd love to know if you're a young retiree or an older retiree. Far Out Aliens, dude. Congrats to Far Out Aliens. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. Much love, Lifer. Thank you for your stream today. Shout out to Patrick Pakierkowski. Pakierkowski, man. Thank you so much. Not talking about that kind of plug tonight, Gina. Oh, my goodness. You guys are crazy. I'm getting my lady one, hopefully, for my B-Day. Oh, my gosh. You guys are crazy. Did it have... What kind of plug? Did it have a tail? Oh, my gosh. Yo, Jesus. Marion. I gotta go freaking spray holy water. Hold up. Is this holy water right now? I'm about to freaking... Santos Cristo. Holy God. Ay, Jesus Christos. It makes it leak, though. It makes it leak. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I didn't say it. This is cryptocurrency. We're talking about Bitcoin and all coins leaking out. Cryptocurrencies. Yo, stop. I'm choking on the water. I didn't even know you could do that. I'm choking on the water. Oh my gosh, man. Oh my gosh. He's 49, man. That's a great age to retire, man. Congrats to you, man. I hope to be there with you. I think I'll be there. I feel like I'm going to be there. CBZ showing some signs of bullishness. And we'll keep you updated in the group. If you're in the group, we'll keep you updated. Great content. Shout out to Paul Farugia. What is your opinion on LCX? Can I get your opinion on Superfam? Guys, I got to get out of here for the night. What up, what up? Your boy from Canada. Shout out to Paul, man. Paul, appreciate you, man, for everything, man. You've been with me since day one, Paul. Thank you for everything. And again, thank you for the $55.55 super chat. That's amazing. Appreciate you so much for the love and the respect. The support is amazing. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate that. Let's take a look at Shiba for my man D. Kennedy. I forgot about Shibby Shibs. And ICE. Got to go over that ICE like my man had asked about. Working hard today. Working hard. Feels like a really good stream. Back in the zone. People were kind of not around. I need you all to be here for me to be here, right? Doesn't work when I'm just like, you know, not in the zone, right? Popsicle Finance, which is ICE, right? $341 million market cap. The thing's growing fast. Website doesn't seem to want to load though, or what? Wait, hold on. There you go. Frapped.io, that's pretty funny. Popsicle.finance, I don't condone this, just so you know. I don't know what this is. Someone just wanted us to go over it. To pro mode. I have to do a deep dive before I bring this on the channel, my friend. I don't know much about it, you know. I like that it has multiple chains. That gets me excited, actually. That's actually pretty cool. When I see multi-chain, I get excited. 24 up to 21. Actually, it looks like it's flagging here. I saw a flag, actually. So, hold on. You might be onto something here. The fundamentals, I'm not 100% on. I'll have to give you that. Let's look at the TA, though. Let's look at the TA. Yeah, I saw something in there that showed signs of life. And I saw signs of life over here on this coin. So it was down at like $1 and it would pump all the way to 64. So it's 65x. I mean, it's crazy what these coins will do. And what? It did that when? It did that from, even if you copped it on like October 31st at 23, and then it did a double up, right? Crashed with the market like most things did. Found a bottom here. Came up and it definitely respected this resistance point as it bounced off of it. Now it has a rejection point that it's hitting. Rejection, right? Look for it to bounce again off of either here or here. If it can do that, then it's showing signs of support. That's also a bit of a cup and handle there. I'd be wary of these things. I've seen a lot of these come and go, hit $400, $300 million market cap. I've even seen them hit $1 billion market cap and turn into crap. So just be careful with DeFi. Be careful with these coins. All right? Do your own research. Do your own diligence. But it could pump. We could see some love out of this one. It's possible. Okay. ICE BNB. Just trying to show you guys pictures of this. Yeah, the Sandbar restaurant here on Anna Marie Island. I mean, this thing was it's the bee's knees, dude. It's expensive, it is, but I mean, look, I sat here on like one of these tables, and you overlook the water. It's amazing, and literally the sand comes into the restaurant. Like, sand comes in. Shout out to my man Larry, because Larry didn't show me, I wouldn't have went there, right? You just look out onto the beach, like that's it, right? We were sitting right there, right in there. Such a cool restaurant. Like the beach is beautiful white sand. Like it's insanity. It's what it's like from your table. You're sitting eating, you're seeing the water, like, it was everything and more. Like, and the food was great, and the service was amazing. The waitress wanted to get into crypto, and she was all about it. And she was like, I really think I should. Like, I don't know. She's like, but I think I'm just not smart enough to figure this stuff out. And I'm like, I kept telling her, like, I hear this stuff too much. You are. I had heirloom tomatoes in mine. I didn't have that, but I had the heirloom tomatoes. This place is amazing. Awesome. It was packed. I would love to see it like that, nice and empty. But there it is, man, the Sandbar. And I've never... See, this is the funny thing. This is another funny thing, is we usually go to a different part of this beach when I go to this beach. But today I was like, oh, we'll park here, and we came out, and we thought we were at the right place, but we weren't. And then when we noticed, we were like, oh. And then Larry ended up seeing me. If Larry never saw me, if I didn't come, and then Larry told me to go here, because he was eating here, and then... So I never would have ate here if it wasn't for, if I didn't see Larry. You get it? So my whole day was planned because of my YouTube channel, because I met a fellow lifer. This is what it looks like at night, too. It's amazing. It's a nice spot, man. You can get the oysters on the hash. You can get the oysters. You can do it all. You can do it all here. You can. My wife had the fish tacos. She loved them. She didn't eat this. They had bacon in them. She doesn't do the pork, right? She didn't eat the beans. I had a salad that was out of this world. It was a blueberry gorgonzola, like walnut, arugula. Oh, it was amazing. I'm not a fan of the gorgonzola cheese, but it wasn't enough to kind of scare you away, and I was able to handle that. So, pretty good. We then followed that up with peeled crawfish, peeled shrimp, you know, peel and eat shrimps. And then I had the gnocchi in a cream sauce with shrimp. My daughter ended up getting the waffle, chicken and waffles, and no one ate it. We didn't like it. It was like pumpkin waffle. It tasted horrible. And the chicken fingers were even a little suspect. I don't know what's up with that. They were kind of hard to eat. I don't know why. Granted, that's just something that shouldn't be, like, you know. But again, so they took that off the menu. And my wife got the fish tacos, and we ended it with a piece of chocolate cake. And that was how we started the year. And you know, I said last year I started in New York City, as you can see, streaming on my other channel, depressed that they had given my channel a strike on my, you know, when things were going so well. And the salad was amazing. It also had oranges in it. It also had oranges in it, man. Like, it was a man. Munching on ketchup chips. Shout out to the wife for no pork. I'm hungry again. Me too, babe. I just thought about that too. Can we go out? I'm starving. I'm so hungry. I think I have to go take my wife out to dinner again. Everyone thinks my wife's like 100 pounds, like 300 pounds. She sounds like a whale of a woman. No, it's like, I shouldn't even say that. I would only say that because she's not a whale of a woman. Now I'm in deep trouble, man. Oh my God. I'm having some explaining to do now. I definitely put myself in a bit of a hole. I was supposed to end the stream early. That's what happens when you extend yourself. Let's take a look at Chainlink for my man real quick. It's at 21, holding itself pretty nicely. Getting a higher low here. If it can hold that higher low, get above the zone, and it's all eyes on Bitcoin. If Bitcoin dumps, it's going to take any USDT pair, especially the bigger coins, down. So it'll take Chainlink down. So you really want to watch Bitcoin, because Chainlink ain't doing nothing unless Bitcoin lets it do it. So, you know, just mind you, Chainlink is in this beautiful cup and handle, and it is consolidating. And if it can hold its own, I definitely see it getting up to some pretty crazy levels. Let's see. Let me show you where I believe Chainlink can get to. We thought we would see a $500 Chainlink. Like, this bull run hasn't really, in my mind, it really didn't begin fully for all the bigger coins. Like, it didn't. There was spurts, there was metaverse movements, but it wasn't the same as like a real old-fashioned crypto rally. You know, like a 2013, 2017 brouhaha. You know what I'm saying? You'll know what I mean after the end of this one. You'll be like, all right, Krakatoa. I get it. Well, we're talking about a $70 Chainlink. If you want to 3x your money, probably very boring way, I wouldn't do that at all. I think there's 100 other plays in that. But, you know, Chainlink. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, so you do whatever makes you happy. I'm just looking at a chart. All right? If my dog told you to buy it, would you? So let's look at CWAR finding its bottom again here. Had signs of life, came all the way back up for good love, back up to 247, and bottoming out again here for CWAR. This is on my radar though. I believe this is going to be a great play to earn coin. I'm watching this very, very closely, and it's been on my radar for a long time. I'm just including it here at the end of the live. 4 hours looking horrible though, as well as a lot of the other markets. So let's see what Bitcoin can do. All eyes on Bitcoin really for the rest of the night, and we've gone over it in depth. There's not much more I can say. So shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications so you can find out when I put my next video out. Thank you so much for the super chats. Thank you so much for the love. Thank you for the likes above the watchers. Can't ask for anything more. Thank you so much for the chat revenue, and thank you so much for each and every one of you for coming on into the live stream as we start 2022. Remember, there's only one thing. Crypto is life. I'll be back tomorrow for a weekly candle close for Bitcoin at 8 p.m. So I'll see you again for Bitcoin in a weekly candle close. I love you all. I'll see you. Peace. Be safe. Have a wonderful day and a wonderful night. Thank you so much for rocking it out during these times. The Golden Pass is in the distance. We are just getting started, my friends. Welcome to 2022. Crypto is life.